That's depressing. This is Miss Simpson coming at you one more time from the opposite side of the planet until I can get home to you guys next week with a demonstration of what I think would be an A-level project for your personal river projects. Now, yesterday in the video, I talked a bit about the requirements of what you needed to do for this glorious project. However, you also should have gone through with the sub what's actually written on that piece of paper, because believe it or not, when I write things, it's not for my benefit, it's for yours too. And also the rubric, so you know exactly how I'm grading you. What are the specific things I'm going to be looking for? If you haven't done it, do it today. I promise you, your grades will go up if you actually read the assignment sheets I give you in the rubric. Okay? But either way, this is my demonstration for you guys of an A-level project, my personal river that I have drawn for you guys. Be right back. Alrighty, here we have it, folks. This is the completed river project of my life. I decided to do mine in watercolors with the help of some of my compadres out here in Malaysia. And obviously staring at it, you can see that I am really not the greatest artist in the world. Remember, again, I am not grading you on your art skills. I am grading you on your ability to be thorough and detailed. Okay, so let's zoom in a little closer. Okay, we see there's a starting point to my river. It follows along, has some wavy portions. It's going through a grassy land. Then it gets a little windy there. There's some flowers at this point, a part where it trails off into no man's land, unmarked territory. Okay, then we travel down through some high mountains and peaks, through a rocky territory with some boulders into a giant lake basin surrounded by trees. From there, more rocks. It gets bigger and windier, goes through kind of a deadland sort of section. Okay, people kept calling this the intestine of my river. You can kind of see it. Then we come to this dam in between two mountains. River narrows for a bit, more grassland, more flowers. Uh-oh, a polluted section of the river. All the way up, clear again. Boulder where you barely squeeze around it, all the way into the ocean. Oh, okay. Lots and lots of details on this river. That is the point. You can tell that there was thought that went into the direction the river went. Okay, the land features, some natural, some unnatural. That's really what I'm looking for. If your river is a straight line, oh no, think deeper. So then, what about the back of this river? That is the writing portion of the project. As you can see, mine here is handwritten, and y'all know me, I'm a little bit extra, so my writing goes on for days and days and days. Because again, it's about being thorough, okay? And in order for me to be thorough, I needed to take up this much space per. Now, it doesn't specify this in the assignment requirements, but as you can see, I broke mine up into a discussion of past, so one land feature from the past, one from the present as represented, or recent past really, and a landmark that I chose to represent my future, okay? Each one not only talks about the feature itself and how it's drawn represents the way my life experiences panned out, okay? It's really about connecting what is drawn, how it's represented with the life experience. So for example, why don't we look at this past one? Okay, it says, the lake, located about 2/3 the way down my river, represents when I left for California, when I left California and moved to Indiana to attend college at Purdue. This lake is drawn as both vast and isolated. The vastness represents how my life absolutely expanded when I moved somewhere new and entirely on my own. I was learning new things about the world, such as how prominent racism really still was, and how traditional gender roles were also practiced far more commonly than I had seen growing up. I was also learning about the culture of farming country, what it was like to be around white people, and that traditional family units that weren't torn apart still actually existed. However, with the vastness of information that came from throwing myself into a new culture, also came a sense of isolation, as represented by the lake being completely enclosed by trees. I felt as if I was rejected in many ways, sometimes overtly and sometimes covertly, for being different when I first came to Purdue. I was a donkey in elephant territory. Political reference right there. Hey, hey. People judged me for not coming from money, for having divorced parents, for having liberal attitudes on about healthcare, human sexuality, human rights. Okay? A lake tends to be a place where the flow of a river slows before continuing, and this was absolutely the case with me. I needed to slowly find my grounding in this new culture before continuing on my journey, after which the pace once again picked up immensely. Don't judge me. You try reading through a camera lens. It's not that easy. Do we see what happened here? Again, it's not just about what my life experience was. It's how the way it's drawn connects to the life experience. Okay? I talk about the way a river flows through a lake. I talk about why I surrounded it by trees and how that also represented my life experiences. I talked about the size, the width of the actual river itself, in this case becoming a lake. You need to connect it. Explain on both sides. Explain why you drew it that way and explain how it represents your life experiences. Explain, explain, explain. You know how it is with me. This has been Miss Simpson coming at you one more time from the summertime side of the planet with explanations of how to properly do a personal river project without Miss Simpson crying when she grades these when she gets back to you. I'll see you on Monday.